So the Nvidea 4070 launch is not funny. It's freaking hilarious. Oh, this greedy corporation finally getting one pow right in the sales kisser, I guess. Hello everybody, it is Yeager back here with you, going around the internet. This is the streaming setup, aka a very easy, convenient way to get a video edited fast by using our streaming setup. Starting with, for those who don't know, the Nvidea 4070 that came out only a week ago from time of this recording, and sales are not very flattering at all. So compared to something like the 4090, the high-end, top of the line, 1600, in some cases 1800 SKUs of the graphics card, which my entire first bill was only 13. Good grief, so the graphics card alone being 16, 19 is just insane. And also a little bit too large. I kind of get that now. I'm rocking out 2070. It was more of your mid-range, as they would say, but the prices at 600 and in some cases 679 is way high for what should be a mid-range card in the 300 to 400 range normally, and the price of performance is a bit questionable with the card too. Your mileage is going to vary on if this card is actually worth it or not, and I've got my own 2 cents about that, but that's for later on. Let's go around the internet, and we'll start with Tom's Hardware. We knew we were in trouble when we saw some RTX 4070s already discounted a day after launch, which I'm not positive I've ever seen that on anything. In response, Nvidia decides that they are going to halt RTX 4070 production for 2 weeks to equalize supply and demand instead of reducing the prices already. There's already been talk with them giving some kickback of maybe $50 to some board partners. Will that trickle down to us lowly consumers? Probably not, but this card could be very, very ripe for some discounts as time goes on. Micro Center, if you can be so fortunate to be close enough to one, shop there, are offering Steam discount cards for $100 with the 4070 to entice people to buy it. But this article on videocards.com mentioned that a gift card is not a price card, but it's worth noting that there are online platforms that allow people to exchange their cards for a balance of money, which got me to thinking, who does that? Where's that at online? So only thing I can kind of find, and stay with me on this detour right here, we'll get back to graphics cards in a second, was this thing called Card Cash, where you sell your unwanted gift cards, and a quick look at their Facebook page, it's got 35,000 likes, then leads us to scroll down and see this has not been a post since February 16th, and a lot of people are just flat out saying that they still owe the money. This place is a joke. I'm not sure if you're gonna get much back off that $100 Steam card, but I mean, I can blow that in like 2 seconds. So you're saying, why not go over to AMD? And that's a valid question. I have an answer for that coming up after this sentence. The AMD Radeon RX 6950 XT drops to $599 USD, now the same price as the 4070. Good thing for competition. More on that too in a second. So why not go with the AMD graphics card instead of the Nvidia card? Well, the NVENC encoder is actually great on the 2000 series cars, 3000, and definitely on the 4000 series cars, which are going to be getting AV1 encoding on the 4000 series as well. The DLSS. Ray tracing is going to be game by game, case by case basis, so that's not going to really affect much for me personally, and I kind of tend to cut that off. And on the video editing side, I do need more VRAM. I would probably go with AMD for that too, but they don't seem to get the support and love of some of the video editing apps, or I should say as much love and support for some of the video editing apps like DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro, while almost all of the after 2000 series Nvidia cards do get that GPU acceleration, things of that nature. Like GPU prices, the only thing still with the absurd pricing structure. M.2 drives, Zeta SSDs are all at record lows, but also the 4070 only requires 650 watt power supply, and that is also what I happen to be sitting on. So it really would be a nice unattached hatch, pull out old one, put in new graphics card situation here. When won't have to touch anything else in the system, you know, besides some driver updates. So that kind of thing would be just absolutely perfect for my use case. And I stress for everyone, whether it be cameras, PC parts, graphics card parts, graphics cards in general, get the one that fits how you're going to use it for what you're going to be using it for. Always best practice, best advice when it comes to these kind of things. From makeuseof.com, why gamers need Intel to compete with Nvidea on GPUs, as well as AMD. Now, Nvidea and their driver support is just going to be light years beyond people. You know, other reasons like the NVIDIA encoder that I was talking about, but you do need another player in this space to try and drive prices down, much like that AMD did when they dropped the 6950 XT down to $599, right beside of the 4070. That is the only silver lining that I see out of this thing, is trying to hopefully let Intel get into the game, and with these prices being what they are and the slow sales being what they are on a mid-range tier like a 4070, perhaps it will be subject to some discounts or at least more gift card incentives in the months ahead. So we'll see how this one plays out. But yes, it is hilarious. I am laughing at it. And I don't really begrudge anyone who got a graphics card. You got to do what you got to do. Like, if you're making some bank with this thing, you need a card, and you cannot sit around to see how the market does. So, totally understandable. I'm rocking my Editor Keyboard t-shirt, which you can find over at YeagerShots.com. Swing on by there for some photo, video, channel-themed apparel. Buy me a shot over there as well. The link in the description is below if you like this kind of independent, out the living room reporting on graphics cards that I've got. And remember to subscribe to never miss a shot from YeagerShots.com.